to the Academic Writing Amplified podcast. I'm your host, Kathy Mazak, and I have some special little treats dropping in the feed this week. So if you're listening to this episode in real time, then we are in our last week of accepting applications for the Navigate 2-week summer writing intensive. So basically, Navigate is my program that helps professors publish their backlog of papers. It teaches you a system that includes the 3 essentials to publish your backlog of papers, which are writing project management, time management, mission-driven time management, and a sustainable writing practice. Normally, I offer this program as a 12-week program during the academic semesters. But as a special summer treat, we are going to be doing Navigate as a 2-week intensive. And you might have heard about Navigate before. You might have thought, well, maybe this is something that I'm interested in, but I'm not sure. A lot of people have had questions. So this week, I am dropping a series of mini episodes answering frequently asked questions about the Navigate intensive and kind of about the Navigate program in general. So if you're interested in hearing those, I hope you tune in as they pop into your feed throughout the week. Our application deadline is May 8th. You can go to scholarsvoice.org/navigate and just hit the apply button to apply. Applications close May 8th. I'll be giving you more information about the program at the end of the episode. What if I don't have an almost done article to work on during Navigate? Okay, so this is a really great one. And really, I get this a lot from people who have been following me for a long time because I talk a lot about choosing an article that you're going to work on in Navigate and submitting it by the end of the program. And of course, we love momentum and we love to submit something in a short amount of time because that is the goal, right? So if you have an almost done or nearly done article that you want to choose as your focal article during Navigate, then we are going to support you in getting that submitted by the last day of the program. However, alternatively, if you have an article that isn't maybe that close to finished, but that you want to move significantly, right? You want to make good progress on, whether it's in the middle, getting through that messy middle of an article, or whether it's kind of going from nothing to something, right? Going from nothing to an outline or nothing to words on a page, then you can also do that in Navigate. So I would not let not having an almost done article stop you from enrolling in the program. Do I need to prep anything before the Navigate program starts? Nope. Just show up. It really is not necessary to prepare ahead of time. I talk about Navigate as being for people who have a backlog of papers. Some people will come in with 1 or 2 kind of hot topic papers that they want to work on, like things that are on their radar they want to move. Some people will have 5, some people will have 10. You don't have to do anything. You can just show up with the papers as they are, and at the beginning of the program, I teach you how to, first of all, we start out with mapping your pipeline, which is all about like getting a handle on all of the papers that you have in process and keeping a handle on those. And then we jump right into writing project management, and it will help you decide which ones of all of those papers you're going to promote into your into the focal paper and work on that. So you will learn everything you need to learn. When you get there, you don't have to like show up having already chosen an article to work on. You don't have to show up with anything at a certain stage. If you don't have anything that you feel like is drafted or what you might right now be thinking as almost done, don't worry. Just show up with whatever you have. And during the program, we do choose a focal paper or focal piece of writing for you to kind of like make sure that you're applying all of the concepts in the program to an actual project, and you will be off to the races. So don't worry. Nope, don't need to prep anything. Okay, if you're interested in joining us for the Navigate 2-week intensive, I'm going to give you all the details here, and then I'm going to ask you to go to scholarsvoice.org/navigate to get even more information and apply. So the Navigate Intensive runs May 18th through 29th. We meet Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, that's New York City time, during those 2 weeks. In each meeting, it's a 2-hour meeting. Roughly half of the meeting is going to be training, where I'm going to teach you the 3 essentials with my lessons. They'll be interactive since it's going to be delivered live. We'll have time for coaching and questions. And then in the second hour, roughly, we will have co-writing time where you get to choose a focal project, which we help you choose during the program, and then significantly move that focal project. So whether it's an article that is kind of almost done, I call that a low-hanging fruit article, and you want to get it out the door by May 29th, you can do that. Or if there's some other project that you just really you've wanted to be moving significantly forward, you can do that. It is your time to write, but together with like the support of the community. Now, I say roughly because some lessons are a little shorter, some lessons are a little longer. I'm anticipating that we will have at least 45 minutes of co-writing every day, but we're going to see kind of how it plays out. All of the lessons, all of those calls are recorded. So if you are joining us from Australia or New Zealand or Singapore or someplace else in the world that is going to be late at night or too early in the morning, or if you're going on vacation or you're going to go to a conference and you're going to miss some of the program, it's totally fine. Everything is going to be recorded so you can come back to it later. We are going to try to have everything up the very same day. So all the recordings the same day. So if you have to miss a couple days and you just need to listen to those recordings or watch those recordings at a different time of day, you can still keep up with the program. However, it is not necessary to do the program in order. Like if you come a few days and then miss a few days and then come back, you're not going to be lost. It's going to be totally fine. So the price of the program is $1,997, or we have a for-pay of $550. Those are US dollars. That is the enrollment cost of the program. And the application process is, we've simplified it a bit. So you just need to go to scholarsvoice.org/navigate, find the button that says application. That's the page that describes the curriculum and has all this information about meeting times. There's frequently asked questions on that page, so you can read it all if you love to do all your research before enrolling. Fill out our quick application, and then we will send you the link to enroll. And then at that point, you can choose whether to enroll for the $1997 full pay in full price or the $550 payment plan. You can enroll with your own credit card, and then if you have university funds, you can get reimbursed by your university. You can enroll with a P card if it is under your limit, obviously, depending on the regulations of your university. You can have your university pay us through that link that you will get after you apply. If you have any questions or any problems with that, go ahead and send us an email at support@scholarsvoice.org. Our applications close on May 8th. And then once we close applications, there's still a week available for you to pay and enroll. So the enrollment closes on March 15th. So you do have a little bit of time. If you need to, you can activate your university finance people to pay for you to start with us in the intensive on May 18th. Or you can pay yourself as soon as you apply and are accepted into the program. For more questions, you can email us at that same support email, or keep listening to the podcast, because I'm going to be sharing lots of frequently asked questions and their answers right here all the way up to our application deadline. So I hope you apply. I would love to see you in the program. It is going to be great fun on top of being a wonderful learning experience that will change your career forever. So go to scholarsvoice.org/navigate and apply today.